All right, welcome in everybody. Smith Station High School this evening, beautiful evening, for some flag football presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Smith Station Panthers facing off against Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School. If y'all just came in, we just seen a sideline tightrope catch by Montgomery Catholic. And they hit the slant to number 3, Avery Sadler, for a good game. Montgomery Catholic in a great opening drive so far. Don't forget, the stream is brought to you by Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic, and Glenn Smith Chevrolet. As the sun sets on us here in East Alabama, it's still summer, folks. It hasn't turned. The worm has not turned yet. Montgomery Catholic scrambling, incomplete. That was number 10, Nyla Sanderson, with the incompletion. 9 minutes, 7 seconds left in the opening. Scrambling up the middle. She lets it rip. Wick goes up and climbs the ladder. Trying to get a number on that. Number 2, Haley Ishman, mossed him in the end zone. Touchdown, Montgomery Catholic. All right, and as you know, flag football, there's not even a goalpost on this field because they got to go for 2. I know there's some folks in the analytic community who would like to get rid of goalpost in a regular football game also. All right, Montgomery Catholic sets up, and they convert the 2-point. Montgomery Catholic pulls ahead early. Smith Station turn next. They're getting ready to go. They didn't do much subbing on the Smith Station side. Their squad is their squad. Offense and defense seems to be. Oh, they didn't cross the goal line. Here we go. Incomplete in the back of the end zone. Pass intended for number 30, Francis Ann Rogers. Francis Ann Rogers, that's I'm looking at my producer Chris right now. That would be an epic tennis name. That's a good tennis name. Sounds like very Wimbledon-ish. But my mistake, they did not cross the plane. You'll have to forgive us. We're way down here on the other side of the field. And they turn it over on down. Smith Station's going to get a chance with the ball. Bit of a high snap. They rip it out quick. So quick to number 6, Reagan Thomas. Short completion. She pretty much got her flags, took right where she stood as she caught the ball. Brooke Norred sets up. She flings it. Flag off. I've noticed that the belt comes off more than the flags at these games. I don't know if they're designed that way or not, but it is a common occurrence. All right, Smith Station working down the field. Brooke Norred setting up again. She takes the snap. Launch. Oh, almost picked off by Francis Ann Rogers. Right on cue for her. Smith Station really living in the middle of the field right now. I think Francis just kind of picked up on that. Smith Station might have to switch it up a little bit here. So they come back, take the snap. Boot out to the right, slings it down the sideline to number 17, Corbin Misseldine. Some good names out here tonight, Chris. Corbin Misseldean's that sounds like a free safety. Misseldean. First down, Smith Station. Fresh set of downs. They're working on down the field. Trying to knock this thing up at 6-0. MCPS did miss the 2-point attempt, which is actually a 1-point attempt and flag. There's going to be a hold on this play. Did it matter? It was dropped right on the sideline anyway. Yeah, we're getting a hold on Smith Station. And White Hat's going to push him back a little bit. Smith Station got to get all the way to the 20. You got to go good 25 yards here to get a first down. The sun continues to set. Here we go. She's going to let it rip over the middle. Too high for the intended target. Number 6. Reagan Thomas. A freshman, by the way, Reagan Thomas. Out there getting open. MCPS playing too high safety. Look. We spread out. Here comes the snap. She thought about letting it rip across the middle, and she does. To number 28 as she loses her belt. And that's Kennedy Treadwell with the reception. It's a third down and short for Smith Station. All right, Brooke Norad sets up. Great pass. Smith Station's going to score. Touchdown, Smith Station. It's a great job on a little, it's like a little inverted wheel around. That was a nice little creativity by Smith Station there. Brooke Norad drops it to a receiver in stride. She takes it in. There goes Brooke Norad getting ready. She's going to go straight QB power. Did not make it. Belt got took right before she crossed the plane. 6-6. MCPS's ball. Sun is finally sitting down over the trees to our west. Cooling it down on the field a good bit. CPS takes the snap, toss, but it's dropped. Play's going to be dead. You know, you cannot fumble in flag football. Play will be blown dead immediately. Second down, Montgomery Catholic. And that was, not sure if that was completed. It was completed. There's been a collision between a Smith Station player and MCPS player at about the 30. Both shaking up a little bit. It is flag football, but when you're going full speed, you never know what may happen. MCPS converts the first down, fresh set of downs. Both teams made some great catches so far in this game. And while we're in a little bit of a lull, I'll give another shout out to our sponsors. Shout out Coca-Cola. I don't know if I would have made it through today without a Diet Coca-Cola. It was about 1,000,000 degrees all day, but we made it thanks to the help of Coca-Cola. Smith Station right on top is one of the hardest things to do in this sport. It is now second down. Looks like they got to get about another 10 to convert. Charlie Frank with the snap, booting out right, lets it rip, moon ball, Russell Wilson style, incomplete. Third down coming up. All right, ref blows us into play. Big third down here. MCPS trying to take the lead again. Got whistles, blown dead. Their timeout, false start on Montgomery Catholic. That is not good on a third down. Gonna back them up. Make this conversion that much harder. Right here in no man's land, right in the middle of the field too. So you think maybe they might try to work for a little bit of some. So it's gonna leave their offense on the field unless the quarterback is also the punter, which is a thing that happens in flag football. All right, here we go. They're late deciding to punt. 13 seconds left in this first quarter. It flew by. If I was Montgomery Catholic, I'd let it run to the end here and just take it to the second quarter, but they don't. They get it off. Shanked it to the left and out of bounds. Say about a 15 or 20 yard punt maybe. Smith Station's going to take over at about their 25. And as you guys know, flag football field's about 80 yards at most places compared to a full 110 like a regular football field. And they're flipping it over. Smith Station's going to get the ball way back here.